Hi, my name is Husinro from DAT 5T. My metric number is F1996. Today, I will write to present your life self and risk behavior in government law and university policy. In recent years, some college students have been skipping class and indulging in unhealthy behavior like drinking, smoking, and socializing. Data show this phenomenon is increasing year by year, impacting not only their academic performance and health but also negatively impacting campus morale. Therefore, the government and university must take effective measures to address this issue. Data show that from 2020 to 2025, the number of college student absenteeism due to bar hopping, smoking, and social entertainment has continued to rise. The line chart clearly shows that while the number was only approximately 10,000 in 2020, it has risen to nearly 18,000 by 2025. Looking at the bar chart again, in the 2025 statistic, smoking-related absences were the highest, reaching over 10,000, followed by nighttime bar hopping with approximately 4,400 students. Furthermore, the number of students indulging in social entertainment also exceeded 1,800. This demonstrates that unhealthy lifestyle habits among college students have seriously impacted their attendance. The pie chart further reveals that by 2025, smoking will account for 57% for all transients. Bar and other activity will account for 24%. Socializing and entertainment will account for 10%, and other reasons will account for 9%. In other words, over half of all absenteeism is directly related to smoking. So, why does this situation occur? There are several main reasons. First is studies pressure. Facing academic pressure or course difficulty. Second is free environmental influence. The degree of freedom in college is much greater than that in middle school, and students lack self-discipline. Third is peer pressure. The habit of friends or classmates around you will affect you. If we're facing this phenomenon, we must go beyond criticism and propose effective solution. First, the government should strengthen its supervision for bar and takoba sales near campus, establish stricter restrictions and penalties, and carry out anti-smoking and alcohol campaigns to guide young people in developing healthy lifestyle. Second, university should improve course design to make classes more engaging. In particular, will also implementing strict attendance system and reward and punishment mechanism. Furthermore, schools should provide more healthy alternative activities such as sport club and psychological counseling to help students find positive outlet. Third, regarding families, parents should strengthen their care and communication with their children rather than completely letting them go. They should provide proper guidance and help them establish goals and a sense of responsibility. Final and most importantly, regarding the student themselves, we must recognize the learning if for the further. Short-term entertainment may bring temporary happiness, but it can negatively impact long-term development. Self-discipline and self-awareness are the true core of a university student growth.
Hi, my name is Edrina Floria and I'm from Tuan Loganathan. My metric number is F1094 and I would like to present about youth lifestyle and risk behavior in social influence. I would like to talk about the background of youth lifestyle and risk behavior in social influence from the year of 2020 till 2025. Over the past 5 years, Malaysian youth, which is ages 13 to 24, have experienced rapid lifestyle Changes driven by the growing influence of social media, shifting cultural value, and global trends. Platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube having become central to how young people connect and express themselves from their identities. However, this digital space also exposed them to a range of social pressure and risky behavior, including substance abuse, early sexual activity, cyberbullying, and misinformation. So the reason of I choose this subtopic it is because relevance to youth. The first one is the topic is so close to daily life of student and young people. Second, it is easy for the audience to relate by social media, pre-pressure, fashion, and mental health. The second one is awareness and education. It helps separate awareness about danger of risk behavior, which is smoking, drugs, and cyberbullying. Besides that, encourage positive lifestyle choices and critical thinking. So the third reason is current and trending. Social influence, especially social media, is a hot issue today, and the audience will find it interesting and to update it. I would like to explain the reason of why youth lifestyle and risk behavior in social influence. The first reason is influence of social media and pop culture. Platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And youth imitate influence of viral trends, seeking likes and followers. The second reason is pre-pressure and desire for acceptance. Nowadays, youth feel a strong need to belong to a group so that they engage in risky behavior such as drinking and smoking to gain approval or avoid being left out. The third reason is family problems. Lack of parent guidance or weak family bonds that push you to seek acceptance outside the home. Broken family or strict parenting also can lead them to engage in risky behavior. Next, I would like to share about the solution for youth lifestyle and risk behavior in social influence. First, it is positive friends. They encourage good pre groups and role models. Second, is family support. Parents guide, communicate, and spend time with their child. It is because family is a role model for their children. So if the family spend time with their children, they will not go to the bad way or to the wrong way through social influence. The third one is media influence. Use social media for positive message and control harmful ads. Now I would like to talk about the line graph that shows the trend of pre-pressure among youth from the year of 2020 to 2025, and it reflects their lifestyle choices and risk behavior influenced by social factors. The y-axis is the number of people affected by the pre-pressure, and the x-axis is mentioned the year of 2020 to 2025. And in 2020, only about 4,500 youth were recorded as being influenced by pre-pressure. As you can see, by 2025, the number has increased sharply to almost 245,000. Pre-pressure affect our lifestyle by smoking, drinking alcohol, taking drugs, unsafe relationship, or skipping school. Besides that, I would like to talk about this bar graph shows the influence of social media on youth from the year of 2020 to 2025 and how it impact their lifestyle and risk behaviors. As the x-axis show the year which is from 2020 to 2025 and the y-axis show the number of people influenced. As we can see, a steady rise each year, with the number more than tripling from the year of 2020 to 2025. All these are happening, it is because of the addiction to social media expose harmful content, cyberbullying and risky behaviors. So the conclusion is this graph proves that social media has a strong effect on youth. To reduce risk, we need awareness, guidance and healthy online habits. Now, I would like to present about this pie chart shows the causes of social influence in 2025. And based on the data, first we can see the social media has the biggest causes which is 42.1%. Second, causes the pre-pressure and it shows 36.8%. And the last one is family problems which is 21.1%. All these causes, it is because most of the youth are influenced by social media, which can lead to risky behavior like addiction, smoking or skipping school. Family problem also affect to their lifestyle because family plays the main role in their every children's life. The conclusion is this pie graph shows that social influence strongly shape youth behavior, so awareness and guidance are needed in every youth life. I'm gonna talk about suggestion and recommendation for youth lifestyle and risk behavior in social influence. First is for youth. Choose friend wisely and avoid negative peer pressure. Besides that, use social media smartly and follow positive accounts and limit the time. Second one is for school and community. Awareness programs that talk workshop on risk behavior such as drugs, bullying, cyber safety. Besides that, promote healthy activities which is sports, clubs, arts to keep youth engaged positively. The third one is for government and media. The first one, campaign. Promote positive lifestyle, anti-drug, mental health and awareness. Besides that, regulation. It control harmful online content and risky product advertising.
Hi, my name is Sarveshwari Rajani Kumar from D85D, my matrix number F1092. And today I'm going to explain about youth lifestyle and risk behaviors in academic performance. And now I would like to explain about the background. Academic performance refers to how well students achieve their educational goals, typically measured through grades, test scores, and classroom participation. Among youth, academic success is influenced by various lifestyle choices and behaviors. Factors such as sleep patterns, diet, physical activity, substance use, peer pressure, and screen time can significantly impact of the student's concentration, motivation, and overall school performance. In recent years, growing concerns have been raised about how risky behavior like smoking, drinking, drugs, bullying, and unprotected may interfere with learning and reduce academic achievement. These behaviors not only affect physical and mental health but also lead to poor attendance, reduced focus, and lower academic outcomes. Here, some other reasons why I choose this topic. We choose this topic to focus on academic performance because it is a key indicator of young person's future opportunities and success. Understanding how lifestyle choices and risk behaviors impact academic performance can help parents, teachers, and policymakers develop a better strategies to support youth in making healthier decisions. By exploring this connection, we aim to promote awareness and encourage positive behavioral change that supports both educational and personal developments. And here, the bar graph clearly shows which risk behavior impacts academic performance the most. For example, students with lack of sleep increasing by the year 2020 to 2025. The excessive social media is also increasing by the year 2020 to 2025. Substance use and also skipping classes also increases the amount of students impact. And second, the line graph presents the trends in youth risk behaviors among Malaysian adolescents between 2020 and 2025. Overall, the data suggests that while some risk behaviors are declining, others remain a persistent concern. Physical inactivity shows a gradual decrease over the year, reflecting the impact of awareness campaigns and increased emphasis on active lifestyle in school. Smoking demonstrates a notable decline, especially after 2022, which may be attributed to stronger tobacco control policies and anti-smoking education. Truancy, however, fluctuates with a slight increase after 2023, indicating the absenteeism remains a major issue despite interventions. The overall trend implies that although substance-related behaviors are reducing, school-related issues like truancy and inactivity still pose significant threats to academic performance. Without addressing these behavioral patterns, improvements in educational may remain limited. The pie chart shows distribution of students by lifestyle impact. A majority of students, about 40%, fall within low risk category, engaging in generally a healthy lifestyle practice and showing a better academic performance. And here there are some suggestions on how they can reduce the impact. First, promote balanced lifestyle habits. Sleep, physical activity, and limited screen time are consistently linked with better academic outcomes. Encouraging at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep and 60 minutes of physical activity daily improve focus and learning. Second, address truancy and absenteeism early. Truancy is not only linked with poor performance but also with higher risk behaviors, smoking, drug use, and bullying. School-based early warning system and counseling can prevent escalation. And the last one, strengthen awareness on substance use, smoking, and alcohol use. Even at low percentage, significantly reduce academic success. And here's some other recommendations for schools or education authorities. Implement wellness programs such as exercise, stress management, sleep hygiene workshops. Introduce life skills such classes focusing on self-control, time management, and resilience. And the second thing, here are some recommendations for parents and also families. Parents can monitor screen time and encourage structured routines. Communicate regularly about school performance and well-being with your children, and also provide positive reinforcement for achievements rather than focusing only on failures. And the third one, for policymakers and also community. Policymakers can strengthen youth-friendly health services to provide confidential counseling, increase awareness, campaigns on vaping, smoking, alcohol, and their academic consequences, support after-school programs such as sports, arts, skill building to reduce idle time linked to risk behavior, and last but not least, for students, for their self-strategies. Students need to prioritize sleep and physical activity. Students have to avoid peer pressure to engage in smoking, alcohol, or excessive online gaming. Students must seek help early when facing stress, bullying, or academic struggle. It's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, hello, ma'am. Today I would like to talk about awareness and prevention program based on youth's lifestyle and risk behavior. I have created a slogan that awareness is the first step, prevention is the victory. I would like to explain about the background that I choose the subtopic. In Malaysia, between 2022 and 2025, studies such as the National Health and Morbidity Survey (NHMS) have shown that many young people are facing challenges related to risky behaviors such as smoking, drug use, mental health issues, and social media addiction. These behaviors not only affect their health but also their education, relationships, and future opportunities too. Why I choose this topic? I choose this subtopic because I believe awareness is the first step towards prevention. If young people are given the right knowledge, guidance, and support, they can avoid risky behaviors and build a healthier lifestyle. As youth represent the future of our country, protecting their well being is a protecting Malaysia's future. Number one, line graph. From risk to resilience, youth behavior and awareness 2022 until 2025. This line graph shows two important trends from 2022 until 2025. The first line represents risky behaviors among youth, which have been steadily declining over the years. At the same time, the second line shows the rise of anti drug awareness programs, which grew consistently during this period. The opposite direction of these lines clearly suggests that increase in awareness program is playing a strong role in reducing risky behaviors among Malaysian youth. Second graph is bar graph. Stronger schools, safer youth. Prevention program coverage 2022 until 2023. This bar graph highlights the number of schools in Malaysia that have implemented prevention programs between 2022 until 2025. In 2022, fewer schools were involved, but by 2025, the number had more than doubled up. This growth shows that schools are becoming stronger partners in protecting students from risky behaviors by providing consistent education, workshops, and counseling support. Graph is pie chart. Mental health awareness channels reaching youth 2025. This pie chart breaks down the different channels used to spread mental health awareness among Malaysian youth in 2025. The largest portion comes from social media, which shows how digital platforms are the most effective way to reach young people today. Schools workshops also contribute significantly, followed by community events clinics. This demonstrates that a mix of traditional and a modern approaches is important to make sure awareness reaches every level of youth society. And recommendation. Malaysian schools should improve life skill and resilience education to better prepare students to resist risky behaviors like drug use, unsafe sex, and bullying. Secondly, the Ministry of Health should continue to expand digital counseling services via social media platforms such as TikTok and Instagram, as Malaysian youth are highly active online and can be reached more effectively through these channels. Third, community-based programs like Rakan Muda activities must be promoted more widely to provide youth with safe spaces for positive engagement, physical activity, and peer support.
Hi, my name is Tan Yuan Swan and I'm here to talk about the impact of youth lifestyle and risk behavior on health in Malaysia. In this presentation, I will discuss the main topic is lifestyle and risk behavior among Malaysian youth. Subtopic is health impact. Okay, let's look about background. Many young people today face health risks from unhealthy eating, lack of exercise, smoking, alcohol, and substance use. This habit increase obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. Not only physical health and also mental health problems like stress, anxiety, and depression are also rising due to peer pressure, academic stress, and too much screen time. In Malaysia Studies 2022 to 2025, show higher rate of adolescent obesity, tobacco use, and mental health issue and physical issue. This affect not only current well-being but also increase risk of serious disease in adulthood, creating long-term challenges for families, communities, and the healthcare system. Okay, why I choose this subtopic? I choose this subtopic because youth health is the most visible outcome of lifestyle choices. Today, many young people face obesity, smoking, alcohol use, mental health issue, and also physical health issue. In Malaysia, studies from 2020 to 2025 show worry trend in adolescent health such as obesity, anxiety, and tobacco use. Understanding this impact help explain long-term risks of non-communicable disease which affect not only individual but also families, communities, and the healthcare system. Focusing on your health makes this topic very relevant to both national and global concern. I'll be presenting graph 1 which highlight the major youth risk behavior and their health impact in Malaysia for the year 2024. As we can see, the pie chart divides the issue into 6 categories, each representing the percentage of how significantly they impact youth health. The largest portion of the chart is mental health disorders, accounting for 25%. This shows that issues such as depression, anxiety, and stress-related conditions are the most pressing health concern among Malaysian youth. The rising academic pressure, social media influence, and lack of awareness or support system are likely contributors to these growing problems. Next, we have obesity and overweight as well as injuries, each making up 20%. Obesity and overweight reflect lifestyle challenges like unhealthy eating habits, sedentary lifestyle, and lack of physical activity. On the other hand, injuries are linked to risk behavior such as reckless driving, unsafe sports, and accidents, which remain a major concern for youth safety. Other issues come in at 50%. This category may include substance abuse, smoking, alcohol consumption, and other behaviors that negatively affect youth health but are less commonly highlighted. Both environmental issue and sexual related issues are at 10% each. Environmental issues may include exposure to pollution, poor living condition, or climate related health challenges. Sexual health issues highlight concern such as unsafe sexual practices, sexual transmit infection, STIs, and lack of awareness about reproductive health. Now, let's us move on to graph 2, which show the impact severity of common risk behavior among youth in 2024. This line graph highlight different categories of behaviors and their corresponding severity score, which range from low to very high. At the top of severity scale, we can see that drug abuse and alcohol use are the most severe, scoring the highest on the chart. These behaviors have the strongest negative impact, leading to addiction, long-term health complication, and even social and legal consequences. Following closely, reckless driving and accident also show a high severity score, This indicates that dangerous driving habits among youth contribute significantly to injuries and fatalities, making it a critical area of concern. Smoking cigarette and lack of sleep fall in the middle range of the severity scale. While they may not seem as immediately dangerous, their long-term effect on physical and mental health can be quite serious if left unaddressed. Skipping meals is shown with a lower severity score compared to others, but it is still important because it can lead to poor nutrition, lower concentration in studies, and other health issues if it's become a regular habit. Finally, unsafe sexual activities also register a high severity level, highlighting risks such as sexual transmitted infection, unplanned pregnancies, and emotional impact on young individuals. Now, let's take a look at graph 3, which shows the trend of youth risk behavior affecting health in 2022 to 2025. The graph category the data into 5 main risk behavior. First, physical inactivity. The bar color is purple. Unhealthy diet, bar color is blue. Risky sexual behavior, bar color is gray. Accident and injuries, bar color is green. Mental health issue, bar color is yellow. Firstly, physical inactivity records the highest number across all year, starting at about 250,000 in 2022 and reaching 265,000 in 2024, before slightly decrease in 2025. This shows how lack of exercise continues to be the most significant health challenge among Malaysian youth. Unhealthy diet comes next, ranking between 200,000 and 250,000 youth through the years. The trend is fairly steady, highlighting how poor eating habits are still a common problem leading to obesity and chronic disease. The next is risky sexual behavior effect between 6,000 and 70,000 youth. While lower than inactivity and diet, the numbers are still worrying as they contribute to sexually transmitted infection, unplanned pregnancy, and emotional stress. Mental health issues also stand out, steadily rising from around 150,000 in 2022 to nearly 170,000 in 2025. This reflects a growing concern over stress, anxiety, and depression, which we also saw as a major category in graph 1. Finally, accidents and injuries are the lowest, but they are still significant, increase from 40,000 in 2022 to about 55,000 by 2025. This suggests that reckless behaviors such as unsafe driving continue to put young life at risk. After looking at the data on youth risk behavior and health impact, it's important to discuss some suggestions and recommendations that can help reduce these issues. The first area is education and awareness. Teach youth about risk through school health program and social media campaign. The second one is health alternative. Encourage sport, creativity, and health lifestyle to replace risky habits. Third one is parental and community. Support open communication and act as positive role model for youth. Policy and regulation. Enforce strict law on smoking, vaping, drugs, alcohol, and gambling. The last one is health support, provide counseling, hotlines, and regular health checkup for early health. Okay, last but not least, the conclusion. Youth lifestyle and risk behavior in health impact pose serious threat to both physical and mental health. These habits increase the risk of chronic disease, addiction, and physiological stress, while also affecting academic performance and future well-being. Addressing this issue requires collaboration between school, parents, communities, and policymakers to promote healthier lifestyle, provide early intervention, and create supportive environments. By acting now, we can protect today's youth and ensure a healthier generation in the future. These are the references I use to support my findings and recommendations. They include reports from UNICEF, the Minister of Health Malaysia, MIROS, and other reliable sources. All data and information in this presentation are based on this trusted reference.